Hello, ladies, gentlemen, and all you fairy tale beings. Welcome to yet again another forum here on MwaKenya by WaKenya. I am your host, Sarah Sylvia. Thank you so much if you're watching this video. I appreciate you for being here. Remember to like this video, share it with as many people as you can, subscribe to this platform, and do not forget to turn on that notification bell so that anytime I post up a new video, you'll be amongst the first to get notified. I just want to say thank you to everyone who's subscribed to this platform so far. I appreciate you so much. I can definitely feel the support and the love from a mile away. Remember, the best way to support your girl is by subscribing to this platform and sharing it with as many people as you can. You can share it with your parents, your siblings, your uncles, your aunties, your cousins. Literally anyone is welcome here on MwaKenya by WaKenya. Remember, this is a platform where we, the youth, just come together, try and understand the problems that are facing the youth within Kenya and beyond borders, trying to make sense of them and trying to find solutions to them. So definitely, for a fact, as long as you identify as youth, you are welcome right here on this platform. So today's topic of discussion is really not new to anyone, especially if you've been using the internet or social media for quite some time now. Today, I'd like us to talk about cyberbullying. And the reason why I've brought this up as a topic of discussion is because I've realized in most parts of the world, bullying of any kind is taken as a very serious offense, especially cyberbullying. Now, in Kenya, however, that is really not the case. And we fail to understand that it has a lot of effects, especially on the person being bullied. It's been normalized so much so that when it happens, people tend to shun it away or sometimes not even notice that it's happening. And that's why I felt the need to shed some light on cyberbullying and share with you guys a few things that I found out about cyberbullying that I thought that you guys needed to know as well before you get onto that device and start bullying someone without even knowing that you're doing it. Now, let's begin with the definition of what cyberbullying is. So cyberbullying is the act of using an electronic device, especially a phone, a laptop, tablet, whatever, to get on the internet, for social media to be specific, and share false information, embarrassing information, or threatening someone on the platform that you're on, yeah? So if you're on there and you're threatening someone, that's cyberbullying. If you're on there and you're sharing false or embarrassing information about someone, that is cyberbullying, and it has very, very serious consequences, just so you know. You might wonder what exactly is it that happened, because back in the 80s and the 90s when we was growing up, there really weren't so many cases of cyberbullying. So what has influenced cyberbullying? Personally, for me, I'd say cyberbullying has been brought about with the increase in smartphones and social media platforms. I'm not saying it's wrong to own a smartphone or have social media accounts. I'm just saying it becomes a problem when you really don't know how to use, or rather, use the freedom that you have on that social media platform or with that smartphone. Yeah, so if you're going to use the social media account you've created to bully others, then now we have a problem. There's people who use their social media accounts for very useful things, for very helpful things, and that's okay. I'm not saying it's a problem to have a social media account, just watch exactly how it is you're using it. Now, the biggest channel for cyberbullying is social media. Let's not even lie about that. That's where a lot, or rather most, of the cyberbullying takes place. Yeah, and we all know this. Kenyans have this thing where if a video leaks of someone doing whatever, it's regarded as uniting Kenyans. So a celebrity's video might leak, or someone in the public eye, a video of them might leak doing whatever, and this is referred to as uniting Kenyans. So Kenyans are basically brought together to discuss this video that's leaked about this public figure or this individual. And whoever shares that video, you should know, is actually the one on the wrong, not the person in the video or whatever it is that they're doing. Now, let's talk about exactly how social media has influenced cyberbullying. Number one, social media creates a platform to target someone and have access to them enough to bully them. So if someone knows your username, or if someone just knows, maybe you're using just your simple names, like the way I go with my names on social media, they'd go and just type in your name, find you, and then just start maybe threatening you, or start posting embarrassing information about you. That is cyberbullying. Yeah. So social media creates, or rather makes it easy to access and target the victims, or rather the people that someone is looking to bully. Another thing, or rather another way that social media has boosted cyberbullying is that the anonymity emboldens bullies to make them think that no one is going to know it's me, especially if they're using a pseudonym. A pseudonym is a nickname of sorts that won't necessarily be attached, or people won't know it's you directly, okay? So there's people who use pseudonyms for whatever reason. Some use pseudonyms to actually hide their true identity, and they go ahead to not even have their profile picture, like their actual picture of the profile. So when someone has a pseudo account, they feel like they are anonymous. So people won't necessarily know that it's them who's bullying this other person. Yeah. So that anonymity makes bullies bold enough to think that they can actually get away with cyberbullying people. Another way that social media has influenced cyberbullying is the fact that when you're constantly connected to the internet, so that means you have Wi-Fi, or you always have data on wherever it is you're going, and you're a victim of cyberbullying, that means anytime a ping comes in related to that comment that was made about you, or that false accusation that was put in place about you, you're definitely going to see it. It's going to give you an alert on your phone. Unless you block this out, you're definitely going to see it. So it becomes very, very difficult for victims of cyberbullying to get away, or rather heal from that bullying or that attacker, and just forget about it. Yeah. So constant connectivity to social media and the internet in general is another way that social media has influenced cyberbullying. And finally, it becomes so easy. Things put up in social media move, or rather spread like bushfire. So if something has been said about you on social media, trust you me, before you even know it, it'll have spread to millions of people. So many people will have known about it that it becomes difficult to contain, or rather contain the damage of what's already been done or put out about you. So that becomes very, very difficult to control the whole situation. Damage control becomes hectic. That's another way that social media has influenced cyberbullying. So, people who have a habit of getting online to bully others, I don't think really ever sit down to just understand exactly what it is that they're doing to this other person. Now, I know that they really do not care, but before you go into social media to make it your core business to cyberbully or bully other people, maybe just try and understand exactly what it is you're doing to this person. Number one is humiliation. So social media is considered as a permanent record. Anything that goes on the internet can be found years later. Now, if this is embarrassing, false information, it's going to humiliate this person. And it can even affect their job opportunities and how they relate with other people. So be very careful. You're humiliating this person. The next one is isolation. This person is going to isolate themselves from social circles because of the fear of victimization. Most times they don't want to talk about what's happened or what's trending about them on social media. So they're going to isolate themselves from other people. Yeah? You're going to basically make this person a loner, not because they want to, but because they have to now separate themselves from these social circles that they've been hanging out with. The next one is you're going to make them angry. When you find false information trending about you on social media, let's say Twitter, you're going to be very, very pissed. You're going to be very, very mad. And this anger, especially if it's prolonged, might cause this person to want to get revenge, or rather to want to seek revenge. So they'll go out and seek revenge either on the bully if they know the bully, or they'll try and feel better by harming someone else. Yeah? So the only way they think they can make themselves feel better is by making someone else feel bad. Okay? The next one is powerlessness. Like I've mentioned, Anything put out on social media spreads like wildfire. So by the time the damage control imeanza, mse akana feel powerless. So you lose all power in trying to control what is being said on the social media platforms about you. This will slowly dive you into the next effect, which is low self-esteem. You're going to break this person's esteem. You're going to make them start believing that they are what you've put out about them on social media, especially if they now go into that rabbit hole of reading the comments that have been put below that post that the cyberbullying has put the cyberbully has put up about this person. So you're going to break their esteem. And once you break their esteem, they're going to get depressed. They're going to fall into depression and they're going to have anxiety. Now, they're going to feel like they're not worthy. Yeah? They're going to feel like they're not worthy. They're going to start believing exactly what it is that has been said about them, even if it's false. And then this will slowly dive into suicidal thoughts, them having suicidal thoughts and self-harm. They're going to want to just rid themselves of this whole situation because, again, they can't control it. They're going to want to just rid themselves of this whole situation by taking their own lives. Now, sit down and think about it. How exactly would you feel if someone killed themselves because of something you said? Personally, I don't think I'd be able to sleep at night for a very long time. So I know you don't care as a cyberbully, but think about what you're doing to this person before you go out on the internet and start sharing false information or embarrassing information about other people. So one might wonder, why do people feel the need to get online and start bullying others? Well, what I've come to realize is most times the bullies are people who are probably being bullied themselves. They're also probably victims themselves, yeah? So to make themselves feel better, they seek out someone who they think or rather believe is much more inferior to them and execute the same forms of bullying to them to just make themselves feel a bit more superior. And another thing is, some people are just insecure, yeah? They're just insecure and they feel bad seeing other people being the best versions of themselves. So they try to bring you down by bullying you, yeah? Misery loves company. So if they're not a bully themselves, they are probably insecure or both, yeah? What's the difference between cyberbullying and the traditional bullying? Well, for cyberbullying, it's the fact that it's done online. So there's really minimal supervision, yeah? You can't really supervise, or you can't really know who this person that's bullying the other is. That's also another reason why cyberbullying is, or rather how cyberbullying is different from traditional bullying. The bullies are often not known by the victims, yeah? Someone just woke up and decided it's you're the target, and they want to bully you, and they're going to do it. It's wicked, it's wild. It doesn't make sense to me, but it happens. So that's why I felt it's very important to shed some light on this cyberbullying and exactly what the meaning is and how it affects people. Now, how can we be proactive about cyberbullying? Personally, I advocate for blocking and reporting these accounts. If someone is bullying you online, block them, report their account. It's as simple as that. Just save yourself all that drama. Just block them. Me, I'm very good at pressing that block button, by the way. I'm not going to let you start watching me hewa, especially kwa simu yangu. No, I'm just going to block you, forget about you, and move on. I think I've blocked so many people on social media. Yeah, I think I've blocked so many people on social media that I just don't feel deserve my attention or my time. And then another thing that I also try to do is make sure that the interactions I have with people online are safe. So most of the time, the people you'll find me interacting with on social media are people that I actually know in real life as well, yeah? So I try as much as I can to make sure that the people that I'm talking to on social media are people that I know in real life, like friends that I have in real life and I have met before interacting with them on social media. Another thing or another way that I use to just block out cyberbullying is I try as much as I can to remind myself that social media is not real life. Yeah? So remember that social media is not real life. The things that go on social media, most often than not, are not exactly what we see in real life. That's how I think you can be proactive on getting rid of these cases of cyberbullying. That's just my 2 cents. Okay, so as I wrap this up, I just wanted to let you guys know, as much as it's not taken as seriously in Kenya, the case, or rather the issue of cyberbullying, you need to know that there are rules in place for people who cyberbullying, or rather there's penalties put in place for cyberbullies. And one of the penalties is you either pay a fine of 30,000 US dollars, which I think right now is roughly 4.2 million, or you get 10 years imprisonment, or sometimes both. So as much as people don't really take action towards cyberbullying, you need to know if a victim reports you and actually gets their case heard, you will be liable to pay a fine of either 4.2 million or get imprisonment for 10 years, or sometimes both. So really, really think about it. Ponder on that before you start bullying other people. And lastly, let's try and use our social media platforms for good. Like, there's so much we can do with our social media platforms that don't necessarily have anything to do with breaking other people down. There's no reward in breaking other people down. Really, akuna. Okay? That's it for me, guys. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. I appreciate you for being here this long. Thank you so, so much. Subscribe to this platform, like this video, share it with as many people as you can. Let's get to 30 subscribers. So if you're watching this and you've not subscribed, please, please, please be sure to hit that subscribe button. You can also turn on the notification bell so that anytime I post up a new video, you'll be amongst the first to get notified. Till next time, take care of yourselves and use your social media platforms for good. Bye.